Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're just testing this new this mic right now. Didn't test it yesterday, but good morning. It's Friday, baby. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yeah, anyway. Oh, it's Friday, and yeah, most people are happy about it, and because you get to go home and sleep in, or have a steak Friday with the wife and the like, or do whatever you do. Anyway, yeah, so we're in the studio now, and we'll try to get the sound work a little better. The PC needs a little TLC, and we'll get that cleaned up hopefully this weekend for you, and get this thing cleared up. Still a couple things to do here in the studio. This is the first broadcast of the studio. Did a little bit yesterday, but yeah, we don't have the turn that on. We don't have the interruptions or the like. It is what it is. We'll still probably hear the traffic a little bit, but hopefully I'll solve that problem too. It's a little cool. Where is the fan? I know the fan's on the PC, and yeah, it's on the PC. I think the fan's going out. It's my only fan, okay? Well, I got I think it's got three. I have three fans. That's it. That's all. That's all you're allotted in life is three fans. So, hey, when pigs fly, the U.S. just tells the truth. It'll keep no, it won't keep the room warm. The heater kept the room warm. I don't know. What are we up to in here now? Right about 60. I've got a jacket on. If it stays this way during the summer, it'll be stupendous. But the likelihood of that, yeah, when it's 110 outside and it's only 60 in here, we'll see what it's like. But yeah, I've got $500 saved for the one. I guess is about $2,200 that I need for the studio air conditioner, heat pump, whatever you call it. Yep. And when that's installed, it'll be much better in here, let's just say, and be able to survive the stuff. Still planning a big deal here in April, the big reveal. Hopefully Max will get here, and I'm expecting Luke to come here, and we'll do a live show here, probably a couple of live shows here. Planning to be here about a week, and then be doing a bunch of stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do, but got to plan it, and probably do some fishing and some maybe some smoking fish, or there's probably a lot of smoking and drinking and having a good old time. Just kidding. I don't smoke, so it's not a big deal. It'll be nicer weather. It'll be a little warmer, and it's about all he can handle. He can't handle the heat, so he'll melt. I'm melting. But hopefully he's doing well. I haven't seen him this morning yet. He's probably sleeping. The guy goes to sleep. I don't know when he goes to bed, but he goes to sleep really late. And about 3 or 4 hours later, he's back up and he's running. His metabolism's freaking insane. It never stops. And I guess that's why he was a truck driver, for as long as he was. But yeah, as long as the shit hits the fan, it does not happen. It's all good. I know, right? Yeah, I have a couple of new fans to put in, so I'll be doing that this weekend. The green board is not yet. The flooring should arrive hopefully today. I don't know when it will. So there's things that are still happening. I still have to pay for all that other stuff, so it's not been an inexpensive trek, to say the least. And I thought it would be a lot easier. I guess things happen when you're older, I should say. Yeah, and planning some new additions and the like. Let me see what my order says. When is it out? I thought it was out for delivery yesterday. Yeah, wait, there we go. My orders. Hey, wait. Okay. Sometime today. Yeah. It said sometime today by 8 p.m. There you go. Yep. I placed the order over a week ago. So yeah, it's just squares you put together. They got those puzzle-like ends, and it'll help, keep things together. Cool and warm in here, and also it's not so hard on the foots. The ground is pretty cemented. It's pretty hard, but that's enough of that, I guess. The walls up, the painting is almost done. Baseboards, I still have to run the baseboards, and the cameras. So I have to start that today. Yeah. So security is one thing, and that, it's coming together. And like I said, there's no interruptions. I don't wake my wife up, starting the program and the like. And all the other stuff I have planned will begin probably in earnest next month, which is only in a couple of days, everybody. What are we at? Today's the 23rd, and there's only till next Thursday, and then 1 week from today is March 1st. Can you believe it? Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, the way the sun's acting up, though, jeez. I don't know how many of y'all know, but we had 3 X flares in about 28 hours, and we just popped off an M1 about 40 minutes ago. So pretty far out. The last X flare was an X6.37. Pretty crazy. The giant sunspot 3590 is living up to this hype, man. It's in a 23-hour span. From the 21st to the 22nd, the active region unleashed 3 powerful X flares. An X1.8, an X1.7, and an X6.3. The 6.3 is the strongest solar flare in cycle 25, which we're in. So far, hey, it ain't over yet. And the darn thing is not yet facing directly at us. Can you imagine if it was directly at us? That'll happen probably, I'd say pretty close to over the weekend. And it's the strongest solar flare since 2017. Yeah, can you imagine? AT&T is not taking talking and texting. Yeah, the last couple of days. Yeah, I think the Bidens got wind of it, that somebody has got a fail-safe. If they get busted, it shoots out text to everybody. And I think the Bidens are shutting down AT&T. So they're vigorously looking for the fail-safe mechanism. So yeah, that's not a conspiracy. Yeah, well, that's the wrong channel anyway. That'll be on channel 2. And I don't know what the hell happened there, but something popped. Funny. In a new house, you hear new things happening all the time, so it's wild. But yeah, yeah, I can hear that vibration, and I know Patches can because he's got it turned up. You know, and I hear it, but but yeah, the X flare and the second channel will be all the hoopla that I can't talk about here on the morning report or the evening report at JSL, because we're just strictly science, and all the other stuff will be on the other morning report. So look forward for that in the coming weeks and months. The differences in the rabbit hole. Some people are noticing there's some differences in the rabbit hole. Now, I let it loose a little bit last rabbit hole, but you have to understand the rabbit hole is kind of an added venue to JSL. Although JSL has a morning report and evening report, everything that the other guy wouldn't do, and you know, in case there's something happened during the day, there's a report on that too. You know, alerts and stuff like that, and there will be a look and different feel happen eventually. Hopefully by next month, the look and feel of JSL will change. We'll have more. The plan is to have our own, you know, like I don't know what you call them things anymore. I want to say call it schematics, but it's the wrong word. Spectros. Yeah. The goal is to have JSL have its own spectros, and that's what you'd be looking at during the day. And then we interrupt it and we do reports and we do other stuff like that. And you'll get 20-minute increments of what is happening on the other channels, so that you can join those other channels as well, and you're not left out. JSL is the foundation from which we're building the JSL productions, and it'll continue. And the other talk show will be, again, a lot different than what's happening here, although it will include some of it. It'll be more expansive, let's say. And the rabbit holes will be live on another channel, and then you'll get snippets here on JSL, and you'll be able to, you know, partake of whatever's happening in the other rabbit holes. And I will be playing the rabbit holes after 30 days. I'll be playing them here in parts, probably in 1 hour increments in JSL as well. So you're not losing it. It's just if you like to do or be part of the live version, it'll be elsewhere. And I'll announce that when it happens. Still have commercials to build, and now that I'm in a studio, it's a lot easier to do that. And so JSL is growing. The JSL line, or the JSL Productions, is going to grow, and it's going to be expansive. And yeah, it'll encounter a couple other channels as well. Got to expand, and you know, it's getting kind of normally every year I do something different. I changed the backdrop here in the morning report, which I haven't done yet because due to I was moving, and I was building the JSL studio here in the last month, which I have data lines running, and I have network running. The network's like piecemeal. It's not 100% set. It will be hopefully by the weekend, so it'll be cleaner, and I can push out a lot. It'll take probably 6 to 8 months before the super high data will get here, and that'll be 2.5 megabits per second versus 500 megabits. It's 2.5 gigabits versus 500 megabits. They're not up to my level yet. And although this is faster than where I was in Cali, and the upload is way faster, I can upload a lot more. There's still more TVs that are involved now, and more phones that are involved now. So that little window, that 1 gigabit window or 500 gigabit window is just not doing it. I pay for the 1 gigabit out of pocket, and they're just not up to snuff. They say, oh, we can get you 800. Shoot. I'm barely getting 5. So, I mean, that's what I was getting in Cali. But the upload, I have near 30. So it's tremendous to make stuff happen for you. So the lines should be a lot more stable for y'all. And so if it's not, we know that it's Twitch or the internet or stuff like that. Nobody else uses the upload other than my wife, and that's just 5 megabytes, if at all. So it's all that technical talk. They even have control even of the alerts. I know, right? It's crazy. I don't know how many of y'all know that AT&T has been kind of like up and wonky for the last 3 days since the FLARES started happening. And there was maybe a hack job from somebody. Yeah, and they blame it on the Russians or the Chinese. They're implementing the fail-safe, where they can shut the phone systems off, your internet off, and compartmentalize you when the takeover happens. And that's all conspiracy. Let's throw that on the other channel. Yeah. And if you don't know, the other channel is the Tavern Report. Yeah, the Tavern Report. Some of you already know. You're already subscribed to it. That will be, it's not a 24/7 thing. So that will be scheduled events. And also, JSL, it will be on YouTube primarily, and secondarily here on Twitch. Twitch has been compartmentalizing things, let's say. And YouTube is a little woke. And there are a few other channels that will be going. We'll be on Facebook. All of these things I should be testing over the next 2 weeks, next week actually, according to March 1st is the goal to have. When we go live here in the mornings, it'll be live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Twitter, all at the same time. So, and again, the talk shows will be on Rumble and on another channel called Locals. That's where the other channel will be, and you'll be getting snippets. YouTube will get snippets and shorts and stuff. So with the studio being built, I'm able to do so much more content. Teaching, tons of articles being discussed, tons of interactive discussions with members here, or family members here, right? And like a member's a finger, right? Whatever you want to. I'm not going to go there, but there'll be a whole lot more to JSL Productions for you, to give you more than just the morning report. And because there's a lot of times there's nothing happening, like yesterday, the day before, there wasn't a lot going on. Oh yeah, we had an X-flare. Whoopee! Well, the last 6 we had was a 6.3 that happened on the East Pacific Rise, just off the coast of Chile or something, and that was the last 6, right? Yeah, up there by, I think it's south of Easter Island. Yeah, south of Easter Island, just off the Chile Rise, where the Chile Rise hits the East Pacific Rise, and south of, do it here. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So right here is the last 6.3. It came in as a 5.7, but yeah, that sucker rock and rolled. And generally speaking, when this region pops, I look for something up here in Alaska. However, but because it's on the Chile Rise, this all the way to Santiago, this region is looking much more brighter, events. Now, I was looking right here or right here at Gogitos, but it happened way south. So, I don't know. It's along the same plate boundary, but I'm not going to say that that's a winner. But this is the area that I was looking for, and I spoke to that yesterday. And here we have a new Oklahoma 3.1, and still looking down here in Mexico. Let's see if Mexico's got anything down there. You can't trust the USGS. Look, we have a lot more happening in the San Felipe crack. It seems like it's 2 9s, 2 7s, 2 9s. These are 3s, right? All this area right here is happening. This is new. And we also have the Ensenada and San Felipe crack moving up towards TJ. This area down here has been really activated, and the missing link is down here. Out of Chiapas and Oaxaca and into Veracruz, that crack is still working. It appears to me that Mexico is trying to leave the peninsula here, and it's, the chicken leg. Look at the Sonora listing. All right. Okay, right up here. Yep. Oh my God, isn't that near? I think it's a little south, right here. Let me get the schematics on that. A reason I did it is we did have a rabbit hole that the recording failed, so I apologize for that. Let me see if I can't get the scope here. Oh crap! I'm trying to get it here. There we go. Copy. Try to get the scope here for the GE things here. Yeah, I was thinking that too. The volcano. Yeah. We had a kind of a 2-hour rabbit hole and the recording failed. So it is what it is. It is what it is there, Slam. So let's go in here and go like that. See if it'll look it up. Oh, no, it won't look it up. So, all right. So just get rid of this longitude stuff. And the latitude stuff. That's my neighbor taking his dogs out to take a crap. All right. There we go. All right. Save to projects. And we'll find out. Oh, it's just south of it. There's the caldera right there. And look at this. There's another one right there, right? All right. So this earthquake happened out in here. And if there's anything... Yeah, every day, twice, 3 times a day, he takes his dogs out to go crap out there in the desert. So you don't have to pick it up. He's a smart little whippersnapper. Yeah, there's the line. Yeah. Yeah. And there's stuff out here. We'll talk about that someday. Talked a little bit about this on Rabbit Hole, the last one. I kept trying to bring it back to it, but some days the rabbit holes don't work that way. You just want to go it another way. So Casa Grande volcano is right here. And there's an underwater volcano up here. Yeah, it used to be underwater. Also, there's the Caldera de la Vieja, the grandmother, right? Vieja is grandmother, I believe. And you can see it right there. And it's uplift, yeah. And it may not have broke the surface, but it's an interesting that if you follow this line, there are other volcanoes through the area, yeah, and it just keeps going. Looks like it dips south, and there's this little thing out here. We talked all about this, and there's Bermuda. The line goes right to Bermuda. The line also goes up to the Atlantic Massif, yeah, and it continues on over to the Western Sierra, but not to the Eye of Africa, you know, it's just a little bit north of it. Interesting, yeah. And then this is the Texas lineament going this way, yeah. These lines are like the lineament that I'm talking about is not that thin. It's wide. It's probably 200-300 miles wide, maybe up to 500 probably, but I don't want to say too much here. Let me see. Maybe 100 mile wide. I don't know, because there are other lineaments. There's an interesting thing that's happening right here as well, and we were talking about the rifts. Let me see if I can put it there. The Rio Grande Rift right there. Yeah, it goes all the way up. Then there's the Wasatch. Then there's the big spreading zone that happened, and then there's, this one out here. And then there's this one out here, and they all kind of lean to the left. And the idea that North America is moving straight across, I think, is full of BS. But hey, I think it's actually going a little bit southwest, a little bit, not straight across. I mean, because it's all relative. Wherever I think we're up here, right? I think actually North America is up here, wherever the equator is. And maybe I can show grids. There you go. There's the equator. So if we look straight at the equator, North America is way up there. And they say it's moving straight across. I don't believe so. I think it's moving a little bit south. And Mexico is moving a little bit north. Yeah. Yeah. Just like what's pushing North America. This big ridge right here. This was not so much. And then there's this one here. Yeah. Well, anyway, got different ideas, different thoughts. Well, back to the space weather. Solar wind right now is 331. Proton density, that is 1.24. So there's not a whole lot happening. We had an M1 and M1 this morning and an XXX yesterday, late yesterday. 3590, man. Look at this thing. Boom! What a picture that is, right? Imagine this thing's here. If it was right here facing toward us, change your underwear. But it's 3590. That's the big bomber right here. It has a lot of wackadoodle magnetic fields. Beta, gamma, delta. Yeah, whatever that means, right? Yeah. Anyway, solar flares. What happens during an X flare? Well, X flares are big. They are major events that can trigger planet-wide radio blackouts and long-lasting radiation storms. M-class flares are medium-sized and they cause brief radio blackouts that affect Earth's polar regions. Minor radiation storms sometimes follow M-class flares. Compared to X, M-class events, compared to X and M-class events, C-class flares are small with noticeable consequences here on Earth. there's an XXX, right? They even got it on an XXX. Check it out, baby. Each category for X flares has 9 subdivisions ranging from C1 to C9, M1 to M9, X1 to X9. Its logarithmic scale, M1, is 10 times stronger than C1, and X1 is 10 times stronger than an M1. So a C6 and an X6, the X6 is 100 times more powerful than a C6. Oh, I think. What is it? In the figure above, the 3 indicated flares registered from left to right. X2, M5, X6. The X6 is triggered radiation storm, Earth nickname Bastille Day event. Yeah. The Bastille Day event, you remember. Yeah. Big event. Uh-oh. Crash. Anyway, this is spaceweather.com glossary, and their links don't always work. Anyway, so the extreme ultraviolet radiation from each flare ionized the top of Earth's atmosphere, which we couldn't really see, causing shortwave radio blackouts over Hawaii on the 21st, Australia on the 22nd, Hawaii again on the 22nd. Miners and ham radio operators in those areas may have noticed a loss in signal frequency. So the idea that the flares knocked out AT&T, anyway, it didn't happen. AT&T's problems were a hack. Somebody hacked AT&T, and you can run with why somebody did that. Somebody with power. Who's got the biggest power in the world? Who wears the cape with a big S on it? Yeah. This doesn't mean super, it means shit. He's a big shit. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Oh. Almost got it there, Patrick. Sorry, son. I'm telling you. Mr. Magoo, where's my glasses? Yeah. Anyway, you might think of the flares would hurled at least 1 CME toward Earth. In fact, they didn't do anything. They didn't send nothing toward us. Yeah. Well, I thought all flares shoot crap at you. Nope. We lucked out. Yeah. We lucked out. Oh, we did get some little radiation. Little radiation. Don't fly in a plane in those days. Hey, especially you, Dub. You fly a lot of planes. Or ride in. Or, wait. Do you ride in a plane or do you fly in a plane? You're riding the plane that's flying. I wonder. You ride in a plane. All right. Like you ride on a motorbike, or do you drive the motorbike? You ride the motorbike, right? Because it's going and you're just along for the ride. Yeah. Yeah, right now would not be a time to fly. Radiation, But the radiation levels are low right now, as you can see right here. Yeah. Well below the threat level. And you can see, bing, bing, bong. Bastille event. I didn't know it was an X6. I thought it was much higher, like X23 or something. They do have another level up here. And they don't talk about that other level. when it hits the sand, it's up in that other level. But, anyway. And here's proof that nothing got shot at us playing along. Bing, ba-ding, bing, 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 bing. It's just Radiation, baby. Yeah. And here's a corona hole right here. We'll be catching that wind probably by the 25th, I'm guessing. And let's see what they have to say. Yeah, 26. Yeah, they said the 26th. There's another one up here, don't bug us, but this is directed right at us. And that's the big booger that's, you know. Yeah, it ain't squirting at us. It's just lots of air. I mean, yeah. Class M chance, 55%. Class X, 20% for the day. And geomatic storm probabilities are really low. They've been low for some time. There hasn't been a whole lot of auroras. So, I don't know, man. A 10% chance for an aurora. 15% chance for that, geomatic storms. Today is the 23rd. Dum, 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 dum. There are 2 rocks out there pretty far away, and they're pretty small. Not gonna bother with it. Anyway, looking at the solar wind right now from the Aussies. The magnetopause, let's see what's buffeting. Is there anything buff? Nope. Dynamic pressure is really low, so I don't see anything happening other than what's already in a pipeline. See, my theory is this. I'm going to put this over here. Put this over here, and you know, wait. There. No, what the hell? Put that up there. You ain't keen to see it. Full screen. And dun 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 dun. What the hell? All right, let's see. Full. That ain't working. All right, display capture. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, now you got it. Now we got it. There we go. I gotta have these because this is how I think. All right. When there's a timeline, which there always is for earthquakes, you get a significant quake and you get a bunch of smaller quakes, you know, along the way. And so there's a pipeline that exists, and this is on a time scale, right? That's 6.3. I don't believe the solar event created it. I think there's like I think they call it Coulomb, something like that, or COLUM stress. I don't forget how it's spelled, but I'm using my mouse to write here, so please, you know, bear with me. This will all change over time as well. You'll see a lot more stuff that I got planned. So this is all elementary, dear. So over time, this stress happens, and the pressure, the movement of the plates are not predicated by the solar events happening, you know, bangles. All right. Normally, when we see big flares happen, there's a good chance that the Earth is going to respond, and it can take up to 2, maybe even 3 weeks for it to respond. I've seen it go as long as 2.5. I haven't seen it much longer than that, but generally speaking, in the recent past, when an event happens, because there's no dynamic pressure at all, the BZ is in the northern at 5, proton density is, you know, normal, and wind speed's way down, so nothing's beating our planet, right? As our planet's not getting thumped by the sun. So yeah, and that's great to see. Hey, oh, we just had another Texas quake, 3.2, Falls City. That's kind of the second or third one in that area, and it is south of the I just whistled. I whistled, and there was a 6.3 yesterday. Yeah, ask Clem, man. He'll know. He'll let you know. Let's see what old Patches has to say here. Uh-oh. Bastille Day. Distorted light beam. Oh. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a little while. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. That threw me out there. Looking at Popo is mellowed out. The Mexican state here we're watching. Yeah. Not a whole lot happening. And in the space weather here. Yeah. And we look at deck here. There is nothing happening. Sorry about that. Don't show that. But yeah, there's nothing major going on at the moment. I just kind of lost my brain there, but somebody pick it up. Don't step on it. Don't sweep it up either, damn it. Here's the ground magnetics. There isn't any. Yeah. So our Earth absorbed that radiation, positive and negative ions and neutron electrons and protons and it's all up in there. And so that is yet to release itself. There's a theory out there that, is not conspiracy, just a theory out there that the Earth calls unto the sun, "Hey, sun!" And and Big Daddy up there says, "Yes, here you go." Boom. And it's kind of like when the Earth has so much negative magnetics and the sun has so much positive, it draws out of the sun toward the Earth. There's those kinds of theories out there. And again, they're just theories. That doesn't mean it's real, and doesn't mean it's not. It's just that there are thoughts and processes that are going on. But I say it, son. Move it on. So there's no ground magnetics happening. And if I push play, no red. You don't see any of the red, right? Yeah. So zooming along, yeah, nothing there. How about tremors, man? There was some tremors last week, but all of a sudden, hit the brakes. But yesterday there were a few. Look, here's the 20th. Like 15. Look at the day before the 20th, the 19th. Watch this. Boom, 387. Yeah, huh? And then one more day, bam, nothing. And then the 21st picked up again, 173. What happened in between? Nobody knows. But, Klamath down here is vibrating, the Siskiyou Mountains. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it didn't get down into here, into the Trinity Forest. A little bit coming out of the Eugene. Well, but there it is. The Blanco fracture zone. And what do you see happening over here in the Texas lineament as you go along the Texas lineament? Even San Francisco had a little quake, a little 3.2. Scared the hell out of somebody. Yeah. Right here. Fracture zone got cracked. 3.4. Then we have Texas. And then we have down here south of San Antonio, which is along our line going that direction. But what's south of San Antonio? Corpus Christi. That there is the Texas lineament. That's where it goes off the coast. And Carlsbad up in here, right? New Mexico. Yeah. 4.0 and a 2.8 just north of Carlsbad. And the Pecos is right here. And what happened? And the Midland and Odessa, there's nothing happened. But if I did the 7 days, look at this. Pecos is just busy as get up. And somebody done told me a little while ago that down here there's no oil. Only the oil's up in here. I wonder why. A little bit of a valley up in here, and A little bit of a valley compared to the mountains ranges right here and here. And right here. So if something were to right here and make a supernomy, hey, somebody coined a new word, supernomy. Yeah, supernomy that was 3 miles high, maybe 5 miles high, and 400, 500 miles deep. And when it hit the up here, it maybe just scraped everything off and dumped it someplace. Maybe that's why there's some oil back up in here and there's no oil down here. I don't know. Just a thought. But you can see San Antonio's been popping. Yep. Then this has been popping. Oh. Yep. And then you see a line of earthquake right here. Oh. Yep. And then we got this one up here, right? And all the vibrations that are happening right up in here. Right down that damn line. Oh, but I don't believe in lineaments. Yeah. And interesting that this is an area over here, and then we just had that earthquake, which USGS does not talk about. Remember? That one right there in Chihuahua. In little Chihuahua. Here's a Guaymas. Here's Hermosillo. Here's Chihuahua. Oh, I just whistled. Better stop doing that. Right there. Bump, bump, bump. Right? And then the tremor map. It's not going to show that, but here. And nothing happening there. Oh, right here's where I'm at. Yeah. Here's Hermosillo. Oh, there's Guaymas. Oh. Yeah. Wonder what's going on here. You wonder why this is happening right here and not over here and not down here, but right here. Oh, but look right here on what is in this range right here. Oh, can you say it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Right there. Can you see? Can you read it real quick? Come on, work for me. Right there. Oh. And then we got a little binger up here. Then we got a little binger up here. Wait a minute. Bing, to bing, to bing, to bing, to bing, to bing. Yeah, maybe another ligament. Ligaments are needed for the chicken leg to move. All part of the same system. That's why we've been getting bumps up here in Cali. 4s. Cali's starting to wake up. Cali's waking up. You better get your life jackets on. 42. Get your life jacket on, son. Get your surfboard out. Can you feel it? Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Working on things, baby. Working on things, and you dig it. Yeah. And I know you got that one. All right. There it is. There you go, big boy. Can you dig it? I don't have to be so quiet when I'm in the bedroom where my wife is sleeping. See, but anyway, back to the tremors. Okay, we have one more day to check, and that'd be yesterday. And lucky. Zapparini, and then Zapparini. 172. Got my floaties next to me. Yeah. Upload speed, yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah. Yes, sir. Should be a little bit more pleasant to visualize it rather than the 480 some people were getting. Yeah, well, it is what it is, and they will go with where it goes. But is there any drunk Chinamen out there? Or China ladies? I don't know. Yeah. I don't see anything along the boundary there. How about along the end zone? No. Nothing over here. No Rooskies. I guess potatoes are out of season. Yeah. Well, nothing's happening. All right, we'll go right into the volcano news. This is the progression of how we do things around here. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I'm afraid to click on it. they have weird shit there. Look, they got a little doggy. Put a seatbelt on that damn thing. And dog's got to wear a seatbelt in the back of your truck. Why not in the middle of your car? It's going to go right through the windshield. Yeah, well, anyway. Monitoring the volcanoes from space of satellite imagery. Yeah. Rick James Peninsula, 24 to 28 from Sentinel-2. Used to be able to access Sentinel-2. I haven't been able to access it for some time. He needs his snorkels. Good morning, calmness. Nice to see you. Nevada del Ruiz in the news today. It's the day. It's Friday, baby. Yeah, can you dig it? I'll say it. I was showing it. Did it come out? There it is. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, bummer. Anyway. Yeah. No. There you go. In the news today, Santa Guido, Fuego, Popo, Simiuru, Gamalama, hey, Tacono, Raventador, and Luotolo, among all the rest of their friends. Nevada del Ruiz there in Colombia is nothing happening. Just little. And Luotolo, remember about Luotolo and Luotobi? Yeah, right down here, right? Oh, now I can hear him. Hold on a second. Hold on, everybody. I got a guy here. Hold on. Anyway, I think we're back going here. Recording, yes. Good. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Luotolo. And Luotobi. Luotobi is right here. Bang, bang, right? And so back to it here. What the hell? Monitoring the volcanoes from space over from 24, Sentinel-2. You can see where it's gone. Yeah, they got the road here. They had all that planned, from what I understand, to have it set a different way, and yet they got destroyed. Yeah, not a great plan that they did. So, oh well. Sevenkaya volcano, continuous ash emissions up to something. They must have changed something. Here, let me open this up. Sevenkaya, explosive activity continues. Buenos Aires warns of volcanic ash plume that rose an estimated 18,000 feet altitude or flight level 1,800. Well, the mountain is 18,000. The mountain is 19,000. If the flight level is 18,000, it's lower than that. It must be farting out the side, or it's being blown off the top, and it's only happening here. So I'm gonna have to send them a message saying, "Hey, what's the story here?" Because that doesn't sound right. And again, mountain is 19.7, and it's only going 18. So either it's being pushed down the mountain or what. I don't know. Simiru, discrete ash flows. Yeah. Simiru, 15,000. That's the 3,000 foot pop. See, 15. See, now look. This is what I'm saying. Simeru is a 12,000 foot mountain, and the ash is rising to 15. The flight level's 15, right? The flight level 15. So that means it's a 3,000 foot pop off the top. The other one, the way it was reading, it's saying it's 18,000 off the top, and it's not. So there's something wrong with their setup there. Santa Guido, there in Guatemala, and Simeru's on Java. Santa Guido and Guatemala there, 14,000. It's 12,003 going to 14. Popo, hey, Popo's been doing it, man. Here's a live look at Popo right here. Here's Popo right now. Yesterday, it was doing some good stuff. I mean, it was dumping stuff up in the air. And today, it's just mellow. Maybe some of that gas that was coming up got away from itself. Yeah. As we can hear the bells. The bells are ringing. Anyway. Dun 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 dun. And go back to the port. All right, Dukono and Halimarhara, 8,000. I always include both of them because they're both erupting. And they have been for some time. And in that region, Halimarhara is right here. See, Halimarhara, right? I add the other syllable. It's just me. Because I think it's kind of funny. Anyway, so Ibu's over here, Dukono's over here, and yes, there's a quake up here. This is a triple junction right there, right? The Halimarhara Sea, yeah, with the Banda Sea, the Malacca Sea, triple junction right here. This whole area is always prone to problems, and it gets shoved in, boom, 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 and there's quakes up in here all the time. This last year we had a 7 here, which they knocked down to a 6.4, and then we got 7.6, and you can see in the last 7 days, 4.5, and there was a 5 on land, and then a 4.5. This is where's a major Paparini down here, and the 7 that happened here, there was a little tiny tsunami that went under the General Santos. And they still said it was a 6 point or a 5 point or whatever, 6.3 or 4. And it was clearly a 7. We looked that shit up. Anyway. Magnitudes. We're not talking about intensity, mercantile intensity levels and all that. So back to it. Fuego, 15. That's its normal. The Mountain of Fire there in Guatemala, about 50 miles away from Santa Guido, 50 miles south. Tsunozajima off the coast of Japan, in the southern Japan, 6,000, and it's like a 2,500 foot, 2,800 foot mountain coming right out of the sea. Reventador down there in Ecuador, 14,000, about 11,006 mountain going to 14, not a whole lot. Lubutolo saying hello, still at 7,000, and you said right there. And the guy's fixing something out there. Popo, you can see it was periods of strong ash emissions continue. Yeah. Santa Guido, 14,000. And Gama Lama. Say that 7 times fast. But you can't. 7,000. Where the hell's Galma? Oh my gosh. And we're having fun today, aren't we? Let's see where the hell this sucker is. Earthquakes. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And go dang, 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 dang. Yeah, I thought so. Just south of Halimarhara and Ibu and Dukono. Yeah, on the little island right there. That's the third volcano that's super active. That's happening right there in that area. Boy, I'm gonna turn it in. No, I can't. Yeah, and it is what it is, baby. Yeah, so it's popping. It's 7,000, just like the other two. That means there's a whole lot of pressure. Where? That's right. Right here, the Malacca Sea. There's something going on. And generally speaking, I saw when large earthquakes start to happen here, it starts to go over here and up here. Well, we do have a 5.2 and a 4.5 and a Cinnabang and a Padang. Well, we'll see. Nevada del Ruiz there in Colombia, I got 19 again. It is a 19, so it's not a whole lot. 7 Kaya, puff. Nobody to pass it to. So Simiru, 2,000 foot popper. Popo went to 24,000. See, Popo's like 17.8, 17.9, going to 24,000 feet. 17.8. So when it was popping, you see, and it says 24, right? So 17.8, and call it 18,000 feet. That's 18, 19, 20, and then 4. That's a 6,000 foot pop. It's a mile high. And yeah, and that's perfect. So that's working. The other thing is not working. It's like it's farting out the side. I don't know. Dacono, again, Holomarhara, 8,000. And Fuego, 15,000. This is normal. And that's it for that. And the tremors, we'll see what happens with the tremors. These are yesterday's tremors. We'll see what's happening today. Is there a continuous activity down the Texas liniment? We'll find out. Yeah. So we popped out in an M1, eh? M1. Let's check it out. X1. Yeah. Down. Yep, we topped out at M146. Yeah. Solar activity, solar flare. And they're just barely having it over here. Zoom in. Yeah, he's a little bit late on his. He's still in the C8 range. Yeah, always, because, it's happening, baby. And yeah, you can see it's already dropping down. Still in the M1 range right now. So that is another M1. That's the second M1 today. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it didn't shoot up again. Really. We'll see. That sucker's still active. What else we have? Yeah, earthquakes, right? Earthquakes and EMSC, what we already did. Yeah, EMSC in the last 12 hours. Dun. Otherwise, I'd be looking forever. Different numbers. So I think the largest one is going to be that East Pacific rise. 5 north of Svalbard got a 5. Whoa, look out, Alaska. Yep, that Tajikistan got a 4.8. Yeah. I think that's 12 hours, yeah. So 4.8 Tajikistan. 4.6 the Kuril Islands up there north of Japan. Tonga popped in with a 5.3. 108 depth, not a whole lot of depth out of that one. 5.2 Indonesia. Talud, is it? Let me see, where are we at? Where the hell did it go? Oh yeah, Batu, right? Where's Batu? I'll tell you where Batu is. Yeah, over there in off the coast of Sumatra. Yeah. All right. Dun. 4.1 off of Chiapas, Mexico. It's on the Pacific side of things. And a lot of ones. Adriatic Sea popped in with a 4.8 too. What did they say? No tsunami risk. So 4.2 Guerrero, Mexico as well. So it's coming out of the South America, moving on up the coast. Jalisco had a 3.6. 4.7 Southern Peru. Hey, 6 hours ago. Let's go ahead and check that one out, just to check it out. Dun, 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 earthquake location. All right, it is in the armpit of South America. The volcano is up here, right? The one we were talking about, right up in here, and right there. Here, let me zoom in. Yeah, the volcano is like right up in here, and this is happening here. And yeah, here's Iquique. This is the area that we think could very well explode with a very large quake. Now, it's super active right now. All right. So southern Peru, we're watching that. Northern Chile, southern Peru. 4.0 New Mexico. New Mexico's quake was kind of interesting. And we just look at, you know, these guys in one day. Boom, boom, boom. We've had a couple of quakes here. New Mexico. 4.8, and we'll see. The origins, magnitudes, body wave. Let's check them out. 4.6, 4.9, 4.5, 4.7, 4.8, 4.7. This is a stronger quake than a 4.2. Why? What happened? What kind of sign is that? Excuse me. What kind? Let's go ahead and check it out, right? Dun 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 dun. What kind of quake is that? I'll say it. What kind of quake is that? If we did this and we look at it like that, it's a strike slip, I'm sure. And here's another one, right? Kind of like that shape. Yeah, strike slip. So how do you get a strike slip out in the middle of New Mexico? Oh! How do you get a strike slip out in the middle of New Mexico? Oh? Whoa, Raggy! Right? How do you get a freaking strike slip in the middle of New Mexico? Well, it just so happens it'd be just east of the Rio Grande. We were talking about rifting, ancient rifts. Could be. There's a lot of catacombs down there. Yeah. Yeah. Could be. I'm not saying it is. It had a little aftershock, a little 2.8 too. So it's for real. And then just south in Texas, they call it White City, New Mexico. It's not White City, New Mexico. It's Texas. It's a 2.8. Oh, straight down the line. Yeah, the Rio Grande's following the rift. And what's this over here? Is it a little bit ancient? It's a little bit ancient, yeah. Anywho, you tell me what you think. Put it in chat there, or in comments down below. 4.9 Xinjiang, China. And we'll watch that thing how it progresses. Sulawesi popped at a 4.1. Sulawesi near Halmahera. So hey. Similu, Indonesia, 4.5. Let's check this one out, because we do have, you know, stuff happening, baby. Yep, that's up there, close to the Andaman Sea. Just here's Sumatra right here. Yeah, rising to the surface. Mm-hmm. So Luisi is around the corner. She'd be coming around. Anyway. Antofagasta, Chile popped at a 4.4, so still a lot of pressure there in northern Chile and southern Peru. All right, down in the armpit. The armpit's stanky. It's got some stank on it. Coquimbo, Chile. Oh. Huh? Yeah. 4.9. Central Peru. Did you see that? Yeah. Central Peru. Mm-hmm. All right. Boom, boom. Right? It's happening down here, moving straight up. Yeah. Pressure. Down here, up here. Yeah. So it looks like it's going right through that. And what do you Manchola call it? The Nazca Ridge. See this little bugger? It'll push. Poof. It pushes every direction. That's why there's a crack right here, by the way. And the Chile rise. So we got a quake here, and a quake there. Hey, do you mean this got pushed? Ah, very well could have. Well, what's pushing this? Huh? 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Say it, John, giant regular Bach, in my view, crazy deep. Yes, sir. Crazy deep. And I played that video and last week as a instructional video about what was going on. And this guy searched for the last eclipse, and he noticed some things happening out there in Colorado, some formations that are really bizarro. And those same kind of events happen elsewhere. Yeah, we know it's in Baja California and also off the coast down here is what Patches is saying. Yeah. I'll say it. Anyway, yeah, I used to like that cartoon. I'm sorry, man. Oklahoma 2.9. Southern Texas 3.4, man. And northwest Ryukyu Islands. That's southern Japan. Yeah, southern Japan popping with a 4.4. Andrina Islands. There you go. Oh my God, did I hit that sucker on the money? I have to check. I do have to check. And so the rat's butt, what do you want to call it here? Yeah, yep, right there is the adrena of the ADAC and ADCA. I was thinking it was going to go down the Aleutians a little more. Still may. But hey, what was happening on the other side of Alaska? A Svalbard? Oh? Hey. Anyway. Yeah. Sandpoint, Alaska to Mercado Station, Antarctica is Texas liniment. Yeah, I just don't count the top one. You do, and I appreciate that about you. 4.4 Adrena Islands, Northern Italy, still saying hello. What's going on in Northern Italy, everybody? West Texas, little 2.1, and South Island, New Zealand just came in 20 minutes ago with a little 3.0. I mean, you can look at it on this, you know, there's one right there. There's a, although they do follow the plate boundaries, there's a reason why things happen. Like, is there a plate boundary out in the middle of freaking United States? We're going to still watch this one. Huh? Not watching the Tremors no more. Is there a plate freaking boundary out here? Oh no, it's just oil drilling. Yeah, it's oil drilling. Well, what happened when there wasn't oil drilling? Was there earthquakes out there? Well, you know, it's random. All right. I think the junction is Balmore, diarrhea in Minotone, Texas. More practice. Yeah, you know, I can't create them without it being spontaneous. You know, it's from watching cartoons growing up, and everything's a cartoon, man. And I hear, and I know Patches, or not Patches, but Snowplow, he understands what I mean. It's a freaking cartoon. Balmore, Texas. All right. Yeah. I'm dyslexic. It looked like diarrhea to me, but with a B, butteria. Minotone, Texas. Mentone. It's not Minotone, it's Mentone. Isn't that a candy? Got your Mentones? Or your not candy, your breath mints or something? I don't know. Just an interesting look. It's still winter, and I'm going to look at firms here real quick today. In the last 24 hours, we're seeing a whole bunch of activity down here in the deep south, which has been relatively warm, and across right here. Hey! And out here you can see, oh, hey! Even some in here here's the white sand. Oh God! You can see it. There's a lava flow right there. That's a lava flow, everybody. Yeah, somebody came up and said, and it leaked out that way and this way. Huh? Well, is it dead? Is that rift system dead? Hail to the no. It's not dead. And do you think this one here's dead too? The one that's out here? Huh? Well, they're not calling it a rift, but I am. You know, they said, well, Wawa out there, and it just blew itself apart, and it was bigger. And when was the date of that? Yeah, look that one up. When did Wawa explode? Wasn't that long ago. Where was where was Yellowstone at the time? Do you think it was like right in this area? Yeah. And do you think maybe something else over here? Huh? Oh my God. No. Anyway. Do not put Mentos in the magma chamber. I know, right? Mentos, that's what it was. Crap always gets clogged at that junction. Oh, Mentos. Mentos. I don't know, man. I don't speak Spanish. Or do I? You just never know what's going to come out. Anyway, let's look at the COD real quick while we close up here today. Yeah, a nice little, well, I had a little 10-minute break, right? Clear on the west coast. A little bit of, let me check out a little bit further west. Are we expecting anything more? Dirty. Look at the dirty. Oh, yeah. There's another two. Oof. Oh boy. Let's watch where they're going. Here's the atmospheric river. It's way south. It's kicking Texas up and into Florida. Florida's had a hell of a time lately. Pacific Northwest is getting pummeled by the edges of this low as this unstable whatever is coming across southern Cal. Crap, hold on, man. And look what's feeding it over here. Oh! And that other stuff is going way north again. Maybe that low will get cut off and come down, but this low is kind of going north. See this low right here? Right there. It's moving. Hit the brakes. It's being squeezed and split apart because of this monster out here. This is a cutoff here. The jet stream's rising up, and then there's creating another one. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, winter's not done. I don't care what anybody says. It's not spring. I mean, things are growing. Firms is still funky too, yeah. It's still growing, but yeah. How about on the East Coast here? Yeah, let's go to the east. Let's see what's happening out there. The cold air is just the top of the Great Lakes. Rain across the East Coast. This big monster here. Did you get snow today, Canuck? Because it looks like you're going to get some cold weather again. This push is pushing south. You're getting some rain mixed. No snow for you. Sorry, bud. It's done. Spring is here. Spring done sprung. Yeah. That's because we're getting all the low pressures. They're starting to come in now. There's a lot of power up in the atmosphere all the way through probably March or April, I think, here for the West Coast, which they need the water. We need the water, you know. But, yeah. Still going the opposite direction. Nothing coming out of this way. Trade winds are getting buffeted pretty strong. We can see loads of wind here. Hold on. Let's go back to the west. Go back down here. Look at these. These trade winds are going the opposite direction. Yeah, that's El Nino. That's a sign of something. The inactive phase kicking up. Yeah. I don't know. Just when you thought El Nino was dead, it's coming back alive. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's global warming. Whatever. Maple sap is running here a month early. 60s next week in Pennsylvania, Milkman says. Well, I want to thank all y'all, Timmy and the Snow King and Susan, Mysterioso Paul Collins, Denise in the UK, 42 in Southern Cal, Rockabob 76, Red Wagon out there in the east of Virginia, and New Brunswick, Canada guy, better known as Canuck, and some people call him new, but he's old, so he's not new. Dub Diesel and AZ, thank you so much for being here. Lake Girl 19, always a pleasure to see you, sister. Flutter Girl, big hugs to you. And Just Simply Sue, you know, Sergeant Schultz. And, a little bit late for her. I think she's gone to bed. Brainstorm Warming, Snarlies, the Milkman, Uncle Milty, and Super Geeks. is neat, I guess he says. Thank you all for being here this morning, and I think the snow will be gone by March break. Is there a break in March? I thought it was in April. I don't know. We'll see. My coffee's gone, and yeah. And it's always a pleasure to see all of y'all. Thank you for being here this morning. And remember, if anything happens, we'll have an evening report. Hopefully, we might have some fun tonight. Tonight is Shit Hits the Fan, or what is it called? Snow King? The Shit Show. Yeah, over on his channel at 10 o'clock Pacific. And we're hitting another M right now. We're getting another M. Alert! It's rising back up into the M status, and it just got right up to the brink, and then it said it wanted to come back down. So it's only made it to a C9. Yeah, it's C993. I told you it's not done. It's on the rise. 8 p.m. Pacific. Shit show is at 9 Central Time, 8 p.m. in the Pacific. Last week I was on there and learned a lot about me. I didn't want to tell it, but you learned everything. I'm an open freaking book. And it's basically the blue collar show, talking about different jobs and what it takes, and the politics involved, and the experiences that people have during their experience. They're not paper pushers. There's people out there digging the trenches, climbing up telephone poles, and putting mud on the wall, and painting and hammering, and doing the work that everybody else takes for granted because it's already done. So, progress can't continue unless the blue collar is out there doing his thing day in and day out. And that's what the shit show is all about. When you play with a G, start at following location, then draw a line to the GDF. Oh yeah. Same thing there, bud. 12 a.m. for Canuck. Yeah. Hold on here. I'm doing something for Patches real quick. Better known as the mysterious Paul Collins. I'm always fucking with him. Oh, sorry, Patrick. You earned $1. All right. Yeah. That I watched last week till the end. Oh, you did? All right, cool. Saved a project stuff. Yeah. Yes, sir. Patches, that is right, exactly. That area that goes right through the Texas limit. It actually goes through Caracas, and then through parts of Brazil and out across the mid-Atlantic. The idea being that it's a magnetic line that traverses the planet, goes all the way around. So, yeah. What the hell? That thing was up. GE has its problems, and I don't want to crash the system. Yeah, it just went back down. And ding. It went to 9. Damn thing, I bet you got way the hell up there. But, yeah. Hang in there, everybody. Don't get none on you. And I'm Joe, and I'm out. Be good. It's Friday, baby, and we'll see you on Monday. If anything happens, I'll come on. Again, there'll be probably a 15-20 minute weekend where the site's down, just because I gotta take the air compressor and blow all the dust, and then change out a couple of fans out of the machine. So, but I may just put the other machine on and you wouldn't know the difference, but just a blip. We'll see. That goes through Tristan da Cunha Island and a big mines in South Africa. Yes, it does. All the way to Crigula. Big hugs, y'all. Love you.